I would ask all commissioners, including myself, turn the mic on, please. Welcome. Please silence your phones, too. Welcome to the June 1st budget meeting. We are getting down to the nitty-gritty now, so be alert. Ask questions as we move into this. At this time, I would ask that if there's any visitors who'd like to address this committee, do so at this time. You would have 3 minutes. Seeing none, we'll move on to old business, and we do not have any. We'll go to 4, new business. I would call on Penny Knight, 4A, the drug court, and it's tab 26. Your book, please. Ms. Knight.
Good evening. Can y'all tell me when y'all do this next year so I'm not on the end? I'm always on vacation when y'all do the Saturday, and I always have to come at the end. 53,330, right?
Yes.
There's just a slight increase. What basically needs here, I've got 2 personnel in this, under this line item, 2 case managers. We get a $103,000 state grant to go against that budget. And we also, this is also what is credited the program fee. So everybody in our program pays a $1,000 program fee. This year, for the first 11 months, we've received $26,300. So that's close to $140,000 brought in against this current year budget on 53,330.
Any other questions on that line item?
Well,
Ms. Howe?
yes, sir, thank you. So everybody who participates in your program comes with $1,000?
Before they graduate, they pay a $1,000 program fee. What is waived for them while they're in our program is their probation fees to TDOC. So instead of paying that, they pay our program $1,000, which honestly doesn't even cover the cost of their drug screens and their time in the program. But they are contributing something
Yes,
to the program.
and they have a year to do that.
They have, the program's running 18 to 24 months. So if we've got 100, I'm just rounding up numbers. If we've got 150 people in our program, several of those people most of those people owe the whole 1,000. So before they graduate, that does have to be paid off.
Thank you.
We've only waived it for one person, and he was in TCAT the entire time of the program.
Ms. Green?
Ms. Knight, you said that the probation fees did not hit till they were through the program. I'm assuming there's no interest or anything tacked to those fees, being that they've been delayed? No late fees, let me rephrase.
No, ma'am.
late fees.
No, ma'am. No, those are just waived, so they don't have to pay. Because honestly, we partner with the state of Tennessee for the probation piece, but we partner, meaning we're often seeing them way more and drug screening them way more than the state is. So they agreed to have those fees waived while they're in our program.
And did I understand you took in $140,000
Yes.
this year?
It's a $103,000 state grant, which the state has, I guess Hamlin County's been the recipient of that grant since the beginning when Judge Ward was the judge. And so it's $103,000. And then we took in $26,300 so far from those program fees.
Okay,
And we've still got the month of June to collect some money on.
okay.
Anyone else?
Yep.
Mr. Neesmith?
You said you collect $1,000 for
Yes, sir.
these. How much did you collect last year?
So far for the, I don't have that. How much do we collect in 24 and 25? We did do a budget amendment based upon what we had collected the year before when I think we gave a pay raise or paid some overtime to somebody with those funds that we had collected from the year before, if I remember correctly.
You
Okay.
don't know How much we got?
She's looking it up, how much was brought in that year.
Let's move on to tab 29 is the mental health court.
So the mental health court is fully funded by the state of Tennessee. They give us a $180,000 grant, and we've yet to spend the money, the 2 years we've had it. This year was no different. This past year, you can see we haven't spent the funds. It's got 2 case managers that's covered under that line item, and 1 position has been empty for several months. So Hamblin County's donation to that is my salary, because I supervise that court. But everything else that you see, it's a $180,000 grant, and we try to spend the money.
Do you lose it if you don't spend it?
Not yet.
Okay.
Not yet. They did ask us this year what we weren't going to spend a couple of months ago. They did ask us what would we not spend because we weren't on track to spend the 180, and they reallocated it at some other programs that needed it.
Did they I apologize, ma'am.
Ms. Green?
Did they reallocate it to Hamlin County, or did it go to another county?
I'm sure it went to another, it didn't come to Hamblin.
Okay.
Because I asked for the funds for the recovery court, and it doesn't work like that. It's 2 different pots. So they've
Okay.
got the mental health court pots and the recovery court pots. And then they've got a veteran court pot, and then a juvenile. So the treatment courts have these different pots.
So am I understanding you had not used it for 2 years, and then they asked you what you was gonna do? So I'm assuming after 2 years, you have to give it back or lose it?
No, we're still spending the majority of it. So they understand that we have had an empty personnel position.
So when they ask you if you were gonna spend it, exactly which way does that go, ma'am? Do they ask for it back at that point, or do they ask you, do you intend, I guess is the point I'm trying to make.
Well, they get their funds from the federal government for these. I'm not sure of the operations, how the state works. It's the Department of Substance Abuse and Mental Health. And this has happened to our recovery court 1 year. We got an extra $10,000. Our grant's 103. They gave us an extra $10,000 1 year to buy drug screens because other programs in the state hadn't used all their funds. So I'm assuming that's what they were doing. They saw that we weren't going to use the whole 180 allocated to us. We've already got the grant back this year. They've allocated another 180 for the current year. And I hope to have that position that's empty filled in July.
Okay. So that'll be an additional position added to your budget then, at that point?
It's already included in the budget.
Okay.
There's budgets for 2 case managers for that court.
Okay. Thank you, ma'am.
Any other questions?
So in 2024-25, we, that program fee generated $20,000. This year, we've already increased it to $26,000.
Move to tab 42. That is the drug court expansion.
So this is the federal grant, the
42.
what they call SAMHSA.
Tab 42.
He done went through that one, I think. He said he moved to 42. Yeah, he said 42. You did say 42, correct, sir?
Yes,
Okay, thank you, sir.
go ahead.
This is the SAMHSA grant. This is the $2 million 5-year grant. And it's all federally funded. All we have to do is have our submissions turned in, and the federal government writes us a check to cover all the bills. We've got an approved contract. What makes this budget difficult, and it's difficult for Amanda, it's difficult for me, it's difficult for Barbara, is the federal fiscal year runs September 30 of 1 year to September 29. So we basically got so Amanda puts these numbers together. I just know we've got 400,000. And one of the things that we did do, year 1, we did not spend all the 400,000, so you get a carryover. So we're carried over 86,000 that's been added to the current year that ends September 29. So we've got carryover we're trying to spend using, and we actually used those funds to secure more services for our participants for that expansion grant.
Ms. Green?
What services are you allowed to spend that for, out of curiosity, ma'am?
Individual counseling and IOP,
What is IOP?
intensive outpatient alcohol and drug counseling treatment.
Thank you.
Anyone else?
And case management services, which is, this grant funds 3 personnel, a data entry person and 2 case managers. And if you know, the expansion grants to serve the whole district, Hamlin, Hancock, Hawkins, and Greene. And the state grant on 53-330, that's intended to serve the whole district.
Anyone else? Ms. Knight, appreciate everything you do. Thank you for coming.
Thank you.
Hate you missed Saturday.
I don't, that's okay.
Amen. Amen.
At this time, we're going to move to 4D, and this will be the discussion and vote on departmental and fund budgets without a COLA included. So when we're voting and discussing this, it will not be a discussion on the COLA. We'll do that later. We'll start with tab 5. That is the county commission budget. Do I hear a motion?
So moved.
Motion by Mr. Horner. Do I have a second?
Second.
Second by Mr. Hone. Any discussion? Ms. Green?
At some point, being that we've got the deficit that we've got, according to our mayor and according to Miss Amanda, I'd like to look at adjusting some of this for the sake of the taxpayers. And the one thing I would like to look at, first of all, would be what we pay the chairman of the commission. $950 a month is ridiculous. We need to lower it. Wouldn't hurt, as far as I'm concerned, if we lowered the commissioner pay back to what Jefferson County or some other county has. It is an honor to serve Hamlin County, and it's not something that we can take for granted otherwise, being a lot of our taxpayers are having to bite the bullet. So I, for one, would make the motion that we cut that back. I know it will start with the next commission. It would not start with this one. But I, for one, would be willing to make that motion that we cut the chairman's pay back to at least $550, $650 max. Because $950 is ridiculous considering what our taxpayers are facing in Hamlin County. And there is nobody worth that. I don't care who they are. That includes me.
Mr. Chairman, you obviously don't know the work that goes into being chairman.
No, sir,
There's a
I
lot.
don't. I never had the opportunity to ask the prayer, much less anything else, sir.
And you won't.
Well, thank you, sir.
Is there any other discussion? Mr. Neesmith?
Mr. Green, the chairman and the commissioner's fees will be made at the next, when we elect commissioners, the next time.
Yeah, okay, thank you, sir.
That's when it comes up.
Okay.
That don't go before commission.
Okay, thank you.
It's made by commissioners when they go in.
Okay. Thank
And
you
they're
for
the ones, the
clarification.
commissioners will be the ones that vote on it.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
My apologies, sir. I got out of order.
Any other discussion?
Well,
Ms. Howe?
yes, sir, thank you.
Just to reiterate what Mr. Neesmith said, make sure the chairman's salary is set by the new commission. That is set on the day that the chairman is elected. However, the monthly salary can be changed at any time, but it will not go into effect until the next term.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. Ms. Howe?
Yes, sir, thank you. I was just noticing, let's see, where did I see that? Well, the first 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 lines are just kind of non-negotiable. They're just gonna happen. But I was wondering, what happened in, when I looked down at office supplies? Amanda?
Okay, so in this year's budget we're in, there was money for tablets for the
Okay.
county commissioners and to repair or get a new projector. So that was an increase that we won't see is coming in.
Okay.
So that's why we'll be, still, next year's will be more in line with what it was before this year.
Because office supplies.
Okay.
Any other discussion?
Your book. Office supplies.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed?
No.
No.
Call for roll call. Okay.
If I may help, when you have opposition, you may ask a raise of hands, or you can do roll call, either way.
I ask for a roll call.
Okay.
Debbie Ahern,
Yes.
Amy Carden,
Yes.
Deborah Green,
No.
Dan Harville,
Yes.
Bobby Connell,
Yes.
Tim Horner,
Yes.
David Howe,
No.
Rodney Long,
Yes.
Wayne Neesmith,
No.
Mike Reed, Bob Richardson,
Yes.
Al Walker.
Yes.
Motion passes. Move to tab 6. Board of Equalization. Do I have a motion?
Motion.
Motion by Mr. Hone,
Second.
second by Mr. Harville. Any discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed?
No.
Tab 6? No, tab 6. Your book.
All those in favor, raise your hand. All those opposed? Motion carries. Move to tab 7. It's county mayor's budget. Do I have a motion?
Motion.
Motion by Mr. Hone. Do I have a second?
Second.
Second, Mrs. Ahern.
So if you'll notice at your desk tonight, there was a revised tab number 7 for the county mayor's.
You, Amanda. Sorry.
So at your all's desk tonight, there was a little packet that had a few new tabs to replace with draft 1. One of them, the first one was the county mayor's budget. And the difference being, line number 189, other salaries and wages. And there is a budget in there of $5,400. That would be for a car allowance for the county mayor.
Yes, I had met with Miss Amanda, and some shock, actually. Our mayor does a lot of traveling to Knoxville, usually to Nashville a couple times a month. And he's been doing that at his own expense during his first term. That is completely unacceptable. He's using his own vehicle, supplying his own gas, and that's something that we usually budget for. I just assumed that he was using a travel expense, but it's Amanda and I were talking, and nope, he didn't. And so I told her then, and she had spoken to the mayor, that's completely unacceptable. We can't do that. So that's why that was changed, and I think it's only fair that the mayor be reimbursed for his travel.
Question, Miss Amanda. Most companies that have salaries and that they do, if they pay a mileage, it's on their W-2 at the end of the year. So will it be in his W-2 at the end of the year
It will.
for him to pay as a taxable benefit?
Yes, it'll be a taxable fringe benefit.
Any other questions? Ms. Howe?
Yes, sir, thank you. I agree with you. I agree that, I don't know, I just never thought about having to go to Nashville twice and all the travel that does, and so, thank you. Thank you for bringing that up.
I just stumbled on it. I'll just be honest with you.
Anyone?
I actually brought it up.
She's good at that.
She's good at that.
Anyone else? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Go to tab 8. This also is you have a handout for an update.
I do. And so on tab 8, that's the county attorney, and the difference is now a proposed budget of $50,000 for legal services for the coming year. That's a change from. I got it, I'm good, thank you. Okay, so back to legal services, we're going to increase that from 35,000 to 50. I've talked to the county attorney. His intentions are to retire after this year, and so I am under the assumption and expectation that those services will increase.
Any questions on that?
I
Ms.
have-
Howe?
Thank you. That's a jump.
Well, this year, since I prepared the budget, if you'll see the estimated results, I have $30,000. We're already past 50 because I have received some legal invoices that I was not expecting. And again, Mr. Capps suggested that we increase this because the next county attorney, there may be more expense there.
Okay.
But I will tell you that it is in line with what we're seeing this year.
Now, and when he does, so when we do that, but he can still send in extra charges that have come.
Yes,
even
this
though-
won't affect the
Okay.
monthly
Stipend.
stipend, thank you, that he receives. This would just be for his monthly legal fee, his invoices that he bills us for each month, whoever that may be, he or she.
Okay, thank you.
Mr. Mayor?
Yes, just to reiterate what she's saying, just by example, this is a budget. Hopefully, we don't need it all, but you never know. And that's all Amanda's, our finance director, is preparing for, is the what-ifs. For example, our current county attorney had to recuse himself from a pending lawsuit at the moment, and already the expenses, Amanda, over 20,000 right now? Excuse me? Close to 30,000 that we were not anticipating, and he's had to recuse himself on one of our most recent lawsuits. So, it costs the county money. And we're just trying to be prepared in that budget.
Anyone, Ms. Green?
Now, this, what you're talking about, the 50,000, would only be for the mayor's office, or is that including the planning and the other offices that he represents as well, ma'am? And the sheriff's department?
Yeah, that's just the ones that fall under the mayor's office. The sheriff's department doesn't have a legal fee line in their budget, but planning does. So plannings would be, and they tend to have extra money in their budget, so I did not increase it, but the one for, the majority of the legal fees hit the mayor, the county attorney's budget.
So this is all of them together with the exception of the mayor's,
Without
pardon
planning.
me, the sheriff's department.
Without planning. Planning has their own legal
Okay.
budget.
Thank you, ma'am.
Any other questions? All those in favor say aye. Opposed?
No,
All those in favor, raise your hand, please. Okay, all those opposed? I have messed up. I need a motion, please. I didn't get,
Motion?
Second.
getting too old for that.
y'all are.
Now, all those in favor, raise your hand. Okay, all those opposed? Go to tab 9. This is Election Commission. Do I have a motion?
So moved.
Motion by Mr. Horner. Do I have a second?
Second.
Second by Mrs. Ahern. Any discussion? All those in favor say aye. Opposed? Motion carries. Tab 10, it's the Register of Deeds. Do I have a motion?
Motion.
Motion by Mr. Walker. Do I have a second?
Second.
Second by Mr. Harrell. Any discussion? All those in favor say aye. Aye. Opposed? Motion carries. Tab 11, which is Planning and Zoning. Do I have a motion?
Motion?
Second.
Motion by Mr. Holmes, second by Mr. Carden. Any discussion? All those in, oh, Ms. Green?
The increase, what was it due to? I noticed it went from 48, well, estimated. Actual was 24,000 to 57. What was the increase for?
Be,
I looked at the wrong one.
Con-
So the original, but yes, sir.
it was under contracts and private agencies where the increase mostly came from, wasn't it?
Okay.
Are you speaking about line 312?
Yes, ma'am.
So this year, the budget increased $2,500. Is that the one you're looking at? That is the, where we pay the city out of for their use of their planning department. Their, am I describing that correctly?
This line also includes the contract we have with City of Marshtown with planners. where we do not have an official planner here, so we use their services to help with that. We have hired a planner now, and that person will be working toward becoming that. And hopefully in the future, we can move away from that service. But this also includes such things as engineering, civil engineering that we've worked with. That fee is increased, and that's therefore the $2,500 increase in that budget.
Thank you, sir. Thank you,
Mr.
Ms.
Neesmith.
Are you gonna have a planner this year?
We have, I say we, the planning department
County?
has hired someone, yes, sir, they have. Not an official planner yet, but is working toward that to get the certificates and the credentials needed to become a planner.
He's not a planner.
No, sir,
He's.
It's not a he.
Become a planner.
that is the idea.
Like the last planner we had, he got accredited and left and went to work for the city, right? Yes, as building inspector.
I
Got him
don't,
accredited and then he left.
yeah, I don't recall that.
When you do that, I think you're gonna have, they should have to pay that money back.
Mr. Mayor, do we pay for their certifications and so forth, sir?
Yes, I do believe we do. That is educational, yes, yes. And I don't know the cost of that yet. I'm not involved in that part of it, but there is a planner hired with a degree, a GIS, I think, degree, and they're working toward getting the planning certification.
Okay, one more question, because you've hit a point I wasn't aware of, and thank you for the additional information. How long do they have to do that? How long do we have I guess what I'm asking is, do we have a contingency as to how long they have before they have to be a certified planner?
No, ma'am. We have a contract with the city of Morristown to do our planning, and this is an indefinite, I think. I don't know the program well enough to tell you how long that will take.
Well, I was just at the planning commission meeting, and we only had one from the city, so I'm assuming we're only paying the city for one now, not two like we were?
Man, we pay for their services, and one person represented that. I don't exactly know how that's divided up, whether a team looks at it or one person.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Yes.
We just pay for one right now. Any other
I was
questions?
thinking, thank you for the clarification.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed?
No.
All those in favor, raise your hand, please. All those opposed? Go to tab 12, code compliance. Do I have a motion?
Motion.
By Mr. Hone. Do I have a second?
Second.
Second by Mr. Horner. Any discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Go to tab 13. Be the GIS. Do I have a motion?
Motion. Second.
Any discussion?
Would you tell me what GIS is exactly, please, sir?
Geographic Information Systems.
Okay, thank you.
I'll let Mr.
GIS, Geographical Information Systems, that's where you go out and you pinpoint parcels, and you can go to a map, and that's pinpointed. It gives addresses. They work on each new address in our county, make sure everybody has a 911 address, that type of thing.
So I'm gonna ask a rude question, because 911 changed some of their addresses this year. Is that sent to them automatically when 911 does that, sir?
I think it's a collaboration. I do.
Thank you, sir.
Mr. Neesmith.
This GIS, they work for Keith Ely.
They're in Keith's office. They do not work for Keith Ely. They are located within that office, Mr. Neesmith, but they do not work for Keith Ely. They work for the
He's not
county.
over 'em?
No, sir.
Any other questions? All those in favor say aye.
Yes.
Opposed? Motion carries. Tab 14, county maintenance. Do I have a motion?
Motion.
Motion by Mr. Hahn. Do I have a second?
Second.
Second by Mrs. Ahern. Any discussion?
Question.
Yes, Mr. Neesmith?
Other facilities maintenance, what are those facilities? Is that the this old courthouse?
Yes, sir. It would be, obviously, Jail Justice Center. We've got the courthouse, annex, and the historic part. We've got, the library. We've got, now Oak Tree Plaza, which is ours. All that maintenance is included, and there may be another building I'm not thinking of. Health Department, yes. Well, that's going to Oak Tree Plaza, but currently we have the Health Department, the library, Jail and Justice Center, and this courthouse. We've added,
It's pretty big, isn't it?
yes, sir, it is. Obviously, the current health department will go to, which we don't even own the building right now, but we're using the building. We pay for the insurance of that building, but the 911 owns that building. And that will fall off as we move to the new facility,
Talking about the old.
the current
health.
the current health department. Yes, sir.
Will that, the 911 takes over, will they take care of the maintenance on it?
Yes, sir. That will not be ours at
It'll
that
come
point.
off us.
That is correct.
Amen.
Any other questions? All those in favor say aye. Aye. Opposed? Motion carries. Go to tab 15, other general administration. Do I have a motion?
Motion.
Motion by Ms. Ahern. Do I have a second?
Second.
Second by Mr. Horner. Any discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Tab 16 for the archives. Do I have a motion?
Motion.
Second.
Second by Mr. Harville. Any discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Tab 17 is the finance. Do I have a motion?
Motion.
Motion by Mr. Walker. Do I have a second? Second by Mrs. Howe. Any discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Tab 18, Assessor of Properties. Do I have a motion?
So moved.
First by Mr. Harville. Do I have a second? Second by Ms. Howe. Any discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Tab 19, reappraisal. Do I have a motion?
So moved.
Motion by Mr. Carden. Do I have a second?
Second.
Second by Mr. Walker. Any discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Tab 20. Trustee's office, do I have a motion?
Motion.
Motion by Mr. Hone, do I have a second? Second by Mr. Horner. Any discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Tab 21,
Got a new one for 21.
County Clerk. Do I have a motion?
Motion.
Motion by Mr. Walker. Do I have a second?
Second.
Second by Mr. Harville. Any discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries.
The trustees.
Yes.
Sorry.
Ms. Hill.
Okay, so I need to go back, if we can, please, to the county trustees' budget. So back to tab 20, and I'm sorry.
Back to 10.
On line 508, premiums on corporate surety bonds. We need a motion and a second as to how commission wants to handle the trustees' bond going forward. As it currently stands, it's, has a blanket or a surety bond, Scotty does, and this coming year, that will cost, it's up for renewal, and it'll be around $15,000. So that's why you see the $15,000 budgeted there. That's for $3.5 million worth of coverage. Our insurance company will cover him under our existing policy, like all the other elected officials are currently covered, at no increased cost to what we're already paying. So commission needs to make a decision as to whether you want to keep a separate surety bond on the trustee at a cost of $15,000, or if you want our insurance to cover him, again, at no additional cost than what we're already paying.
Mr. Long, can you come to the podium for this second, please?
While he's coming, Amanda, will that cover him for the same $3.5 million?
No, it's only $400,000 for the, through our insurance company.
Okay, that's important.
Now, is this something different than we've had
Yes.
with the commissioners?
Yeah, so right now, he has the surety bond. That's what we have on Scotty right now, is the $3.5 million coverage.
Have we ever had a lawsuit that would take the $3.5 million?
It's not really about a lawsuit, it's if, like, for errors and omissions, you know, like if he misappropriated some money, you know, if he left the country and stole money, that's what it's for. The surety bond goes after Scotty. The insurance is like a claim, like we would have a claim.
So is it more like errors and omissions, or is it more as protection against a lawsuit? I guess is my question.
I don't
ma'am.
think it's necessarily about lawsuits, it's about losses.
Errors.
Yes.
Okay.
Mr. Richards?
Scotty, which one would you prefer? Sir,
Which one would you prefer?
I mean,
I trust you, I'll give you my wallet.
if you need an opportunity to save some money, there's an opportunity to save some money.
Okay,
Amen.
that's what I was asking.
I didn't hear you, Scotty. What was you saying? What'd you say? I couldn't hear
I
you.
said, if you need an opportunity to save some money, there's an opportunity to save some money.
I make a motion that we.
Wait just a second. Ms. Ahern,
I have a question, please. If Scotty retired, can we change it if we wanted to?
Yes, this would be, we could even look at it again after each election.
Okay.
You know, like, it's to do with the election cycle. So the next time the trustee's elected,
And
we,
this has been allowed by the Justice Department.
Yes.
I mean, it's been
Oh, I think
discussed.
it's
That's why we,
right.
you know,
The Attorney General has opined that our insurance coverage is sufficient. And the county attorney also has said that, you know, based on the opinion that's been given, county audit doesn't necessarily agree with, they have told me that they still recommend that the trustee have a bond, but can you do it? Sure. So
I agree wholeheartedly that we could save money because we know Scotty, but we may not know the next person, so that was my question.
the previous was not bonded, was it? No. It was insured.
I'd make a motion that we go with the insurance policy and not accept the bond, or not go with the bond at this time.
I second that.
we have a first and a second to go with the insurance and not the security bond. Is that what I'm hearing?
That's exactly.
Okay. Is any other
Clarification, please,
discussion
sir.
on that?
That'll
Yes.
save us $15,000, correct?
Yes, we'll get to that in just a minute. Is any other discussion on that part? Let's do a roll call on this one.
Yes.
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 Yes. Yes.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes.
Motion carries. Now we'll need to go back. We'll need to go back and redo the trustees.
right, if you could vote it again, it would be, his budget proposed was 506, 604, less 15,000. So now you would be voting to approve the trustees' budget of $491,604.
Mr. Hone, are you willing to adjust your
Wait,
motion?
Wait, it's 20.
Yes.
Hold on. No.
Wait just a
I'm looking
moment.
at the difference, not the, bear with me. I budgeted it at 20. My apologies. So the new budget will be $486,604. And that's $506,604 less the 20,000 amount listed on line 508.
And that saved us 15,000.
20.
20,000.
Yeah, that's good clarification.
Mr. Hone, are you willing to
Amend my
adjust?
motion to cover that.
Mr. Horner? Second. Yes. Mr. Richardson, second. We have a first and second. Any discussion on that? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. We move to tab 22. Data processing. Do I have a motion?
So moved.
Do I have a second?
Second.
Any discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Tab 23 is Circuit Court. Do I have a motion?
So moved.
Have a motion by Mr. Hone. Do I have a second?
Second.
Second by Mr. Horner. Any discussion?
I have a question for
Green?
I'm sorry. I have a question for Miss Amanda. Would they voted to give a new magistrate to Judge Collins, if I remember correctly? Does this include that new one?
No, that will be in the general sessions budget.
Okay.
This is just circuit court.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
Ms. Hale?
Yes, sir, thank you. I was just noticing as we go through these tabs that the proposed budget on that top line is an increase, everybody. Everybody got a little bit of an increase, and that's just because we like you, you've done a good job, we want to keep you for the year.
So the top,
State mandate.
yeah, the top line is the elected officials, and those salaries are set by the state.
Very
So
good.
we,
Thank you for that.
I go ahead and put those in.
Any other questions? All those in favor say aye.
Yes.
Opposed? Motion carries. Tab 24, General Sessions. Do I have a motion?
Motion. Second.
Second by Mr. Harville. Any discussion?
Same question, Miss Amanda.
Where you see line 105, supervisor director, that is the new supervisor magistrate position.
Have they, no.
52,000.
52,000. Have they assigned that yet? Because last time I emailed the judge, he told me we'd have to wait till they open it before he tell me who it was.
Yes, that position has been filled.
Who did they fill it with?
Kathy Robertson.
Thank you, ma'am.
Any other questions?
District.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Tab 25, General Sessions 2. Do I have a motion?
Motion.
Motion by Mr. Harville. Do I have a second?
Second.
Second by Mr. Walker. Any discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Tab 26, Drug Court. Do I have a motion?
Motion to approve.
Do I have a second?
Second.
Second by Mr. Horner. Any discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? All those in favor, raise your hand, please. Thank you. All those opposed? Motion carries. Tab 27, which is the clerk and master's office. Do I have a motion?
Motion.
Motion by Mr. Walker. Do I have a second?
Second.
Second by Mr. Horner. Any discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Tab 28, Juvenile Court. Do I have a motion?
So moved.
Motion by Mr. Horner. Do I have a second?
Second.
Second by Mr. Harville. Any discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Tab 29 is the Mental Health Court. Do I have a motion?
Motion.
Motion by Mr. Walker. Do I have a second?
Second.
Second by Mr. Harville. Any discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Tab 30, Probation Services. Do I have a motion?
So moved.
Motion by Mr. Hone. Do I have a second?
Second.
Second by Mr. Reed. Any discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Tab 31, Courtroom Security. Do I have a motion?
I'll make a motion.
Motion by Mr. Carden. Do I have a second?
Second.
Second by Ms. Ahern. Any discussion? Ms. Green?
I noticed there's a drop. How come?
So as employees leave and are replaced at maybe a lower starting salary than those that left, that's where the difference in the money comes. And that's the case in several offices that have had some turnover. They're just replaced with someone at a lower,
Right.
not less than a starting salary, but just less than the people who have left make.
Understand. Thank you, ma'am.
Any other questions? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Tab 32 is the Hamilton County Sheriff's Department. Do I have a motion?
Motion.
Motion by Mr. Walker. Do I have a second?
Second.
Second by Mr. Hone. Any discussion? Ms. Green?
Would this have the proposed increases that was mentioned? This is not the increases. Okay, thank you, ma'am.
Anyone else? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Tab 33 is the Special Patrols SROs. Do I have a motion?
Motion.
Motion by Mr. Harville. Do I have a second?
Second.
Second by Mr. Walker. Any discussion? Ms. Howe?
They'll be over in the capital section. We'll get to those in just a few minutes.
Anyone else? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Tab 34 is the Sexual Offender Registry. Do I have a motion?
So moved.
Motion by Mr. Horner. Do I have a second?
Second.
Second by Mrs. Ahern. Any discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Tab 35 is the jail. Do I have a motion?
Motion.
Motion by Mr. Walker. Do I have a second?
Second.
Second by Mrs. Ahern. Any discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Tab 36 is the workhouse. Do I have a motion?
So moved.
Motion by Mr. Horner. Do I have a second?
Second.
Second by Mr. Corden. Any discussion? Ms. Howe? Let's finish this one then. Any other discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Ms. Howe, what was the question?
No, they don't. We pay for that. Not commissary or anything.
Go to tab 37 is the work release program. Do I have a motion?
So moved.
Mr. Hahn, do I have a second?
Second.
Second by Mr. Walker. Any discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Tab 38 is the EMA and Homeland Security grant. Do I have a motion?
So moved.
Motion by Mr. Horner. Do I have a second?
Second.
Second by Mrs. Ahern. Any discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Tab 39 is other emergency management. Do I have a motion? That's 911, I'm sorry. I see it after now.
So the tab you're on right now, tab 39, I think.
39.
Yes, 39, that's the line for 911. The amount that is in there is the amount that was requested by the agency. So I don't know if you want to save that till you get to the nonprofits or vote on it here.
Yes, I'd rather save that until we get to the nonprofits.
Same with the ambulance service too. Same with
Yes.
the ambulance service too.
Yes. Yeah, we'll save that one till we get. Okay, yeah, we'll save both of those. We'll go to tab 40. That's the Civil Service Board. Do I have a motion?
So moved.
Motion by Mr. Horner. Do I have a second?
Second.
Second by Mrs. Ahern. Any discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Tab 41 is the medical examiner. Do I have a motion?
I'll make a motion.
Motion by Mr. Carden. Do I have a second?
Second.
Second by Mr. Horner. Any discussion? Ms. Howe?
It used to be in the mayor's budget, I believe, Ms. Howell, and a couple of years ago, we moved it over into the medical examiner budget because it's more related to that service rather than the mayor's.
Any other questions? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Tab 42 is the drug court expansion. Do I have a motion?
Motion.
Motion by Mr. Walker. Do I have a second?
Second.
Second by Mr. Harville. Any discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Tab 43 is other public safety. Do I have a motion?
So moved.
Motion by Mr. Horner. Do I have a second?
Second.
Second by Ms. Ahern. Any discussion?
Question, we didn't have this in the past years? We just come up with it,
That's,
74,000 this year?
that's the radios,
Pardon?
the radios that we've seen during the budget workshop on Saturday, the emergency radios that the volunteer fire departments have, EMA has them. Who am I leaving out? Go ahead.
Sheriff's Department, it's the new LTE radios where they reach all the county, very, very, very small area that would not be reached. And these are maintenance agreements and service agreements to maintain. Motorola is the only provider in our state that does this at the moment for our radios. $1,200. If you have one radio go down, they're going to charge you $1,200 just to look at it. So we're paying a maintenance agreement and what's the other? Excuse me? A warranty. Yes, we're paying for the warranty and the maintenance agreement to do this. And overall, in our county, I think it's close to 100, almost 180 radios.
Well, these are radios that David Perky wanted us to get.
Yes, sir. This is when all that changed. The towers were upgraded. We used some grant money back in the day. I can't remember the acronym for the COVID money that ARPA. Thank you. The ARPA money that we got, we improved our radio tower, and this is part of that when all that changed.
I was just going to also point out, these that are right here that you're getting ready to approve are for the Sheriff's Department and 3 for 911, and then the volunteer fire departments. The radios for EMA and for animal control are each within their budgets, because the city, our agreement with the city right now is that they reimburse us for half of all the costs. So rather than put them in here, we've separated them out into their categories so that the city will then reimburse us for half of that.
Good job. Good job.
Any other questions? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. go to tab 44, which is the Health Department. Do I have a motion?
So moved.
Motion by Mr. Harville. Do I have a second?
Second.
Second by Mr. Walker. Any discussion? Ms. Howe?
Well, in the clerical line, that's actually all their employees. So whether it's a nurse or clerical or an interpreter, and in this case, it's a dentist. And that's the program you all just approved, that they have found a dentist, I believe, and that they're going to hire them soon, if not already. And so that is in that 949,000 clerical line. It includes all their employees, including this dentist. 299 is the loan repayment program that commission approved. So there's $200,000 there, but it's completely reimbursable by the state. So over in the revenue side, there's $200,000 to offset that.
Any other questions? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Tab 45 is animal control. Do I have a motion?
So moved.
Motion by Mr. Horner. Do I have a second?
Second.
Second by Mr. Carden. Any discussion? Ms. Howe?
So that's the animal shelter, that we give them $25,000 per month for their services for when animal control picks up an animal, that they take them there. And that's our contracted rate with the animal shelter. And again, I'm sorry, that entire budget is split. So $458,986 is split between the county and the city.
No question. Thank you. That was my question.
Ms. Neesmith?
It's $458,000, that's for the animal control and for, Humane Society both. Question, why did we vote on this in the meeting the other day? Animal control, why did we vote on that and instead of waiting till the day and vote on it?
I don't recall taking a vote the other day. We discussed it in presentation, but I don't recall taking a vote.
Discussion, okay.
Any other questions?
Yeah, and how much does this increase, with both of them together, from this year versus last year?
For the shelter or the animal control?
Animal control and the shelter.
So there is no change in the shelter. It's been $300,000 for like the last 3 years, or maybe even longer. I'd have to look back. The overall budget is $1,600 increase over last year, and the majority of that is the $900. If you look on line 334, maintenance agreements, that's those radios that we were just talking about.
Radio?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Any other questions?
That's those radios that just work while they're there. If they're off on weekends, nobody gets a message that a dog bit a kid's leg off. No correction officer, no officer goes out, nobody does anything.
All those in-
Brought it up before, I mentioned that. I told the mayor we had a problem there, and we do have a problem there. If they can't get the message, somebody call in and somebody don't get back with them, we're missing the boat. and he told us that's not happening. He don't, the officers in the cars don't do anything unless the Humane Society tells them to.
And I would agree with
If
you.
they're
If
out
it's,
for lunch, he won't get the message.
and I agree with you. Everything you just said. However, if it's an emergency situation, I would hope they would call 911 and there would be a reaction from our sheriff's department or animal control to take care of that. If it's a non-emergency situation, that is depending on availability of the animal control officers. They don't move on every call, especially on overtime. They do not.
You call 911, they tell you to go animal control,
No, sir, they'll dispatch if it's a,
emergency.
All those in favor say aye. Opposed?
Aye.
All those in favor, raise your hand, please. All those opposed? Motion carries. Go to tab 46. This contract with government agencies. Do I have a motion?
So moved.
Motion by Mr. Horner. Do I have a second?
Second.
Second by Mr. Walker. Any discussion?
I have a question. I'm kind of curious. I noticed a $5,000 drop.
So, we get revenue quarterly from the state of Tennessee for tire tax, and then we reimburse or pay the landfill. So it's just a wash.
Okay.
And this year, it's about $5,000 different, so you'd see a $5,000 decrease in expense, but also a $5,000 decrease in revenue.
Okay. Thank you.
Any other questions? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Tab 47 is Cherokee Park. Do I have a motion?
I'll make the motion.
Motion by Mr. Carden. Do I have a second?
Second.
Second by Mr. Harville. Any discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Tab 48 is the UT extension. Do I have a motion?
Motion to approve.
Motion by Mr. Harville. Do I have a second?
Second.
Second by Mr. Horner. Any discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Tab 49 is the Soil Conservation Service. Do I have a motion? Motion by Mrs. Howe. Do I have a second?
Second.
Second, Ms. Ahern. All those in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? And I abstain from that with cause.
You sat on that board.
Motion carries. Tab 50 is the stormwater management. Do I have a motion?
Motion.
Motion by Mr. Walker. Do I have a second?
Second.
Second by Mr. Harville. Any discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Tab 51 is tourism. Do I have a motion?
So moved.
Motion by Mr. Horner. Do I have a second?
Second.
Second by Mr. Harville. Any discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed?
Aye.
All those in favor raise your hand, please. All those opposed? Tab 52 is the industrial board. Do I have a motion?
Motion to approve.
Do I have a second?
Second.
Second by Mr. Horner. Any discussion?
Question, sir.
Ms. Green?
Exactly, I know, it's been a little while, but they were supposed to submit a budget. I know they've changed and supposedly they do now, but what do they do with that 91,000? I know our mayor sits on that board.
I certainly do. And that 91,000 is actually, it's by law actually that we contribute and work with the industrial board. And that 91,000 is part of the, I can't remember exactly how it's broke down. The city pays for a portion and the county pays for a portion. And that 91,000 is like, gosh, I can't remember the actual breakdown. I want to get that and let the body have that. But there is a breakdown of what the 91,000 does. It's not necessarily recruitment. I think the city does that, but we help with infrastructure, or there's a piece of this 91,000 that is part of the cog of City of Morristown, the Chamber, and the county working together.
In the past, when I did a record request to them, they kept, I think, about a third of it, and they gave the rest of it to the Chamber of Commerce, and I've got a record request to back that information up. So why are we giving the chamber money, and then we're giving them extra money for them to give it to the chamber? That's citizens' money.
I agree. The chamber, it's all in part of it. I mean, it's all connected. The industrial board is what this county thrives on, if you will. Without the industry that we have in our community, ma'am, our taxes would be much more. And this is part of our diversified tax base. Without the industry and being a corporate partner in this, we would be looking at a different story.
Yeah, but sir, we need to tighten down. I mean,
Yes, ma'am, that
we've
is not
raised-
where you tighten down.
Okay, I'll wait till you get done.
I'll wait on you. Go ahead.
Okay. We've done laid a property tax increase on our citizens. And we've voted to give the chamber, if I remember correctly, 25,000, and please correct me if I'm wrong. So why are we doling out extra to that board and then them give it as they have in the past? And as I said, I've got the record request to back it up. They turned around and gave it to the chamber. If it's not citizens' place to give them money, if they don't need it, they shouldn't take it, is my point, sir.
That's well taken, and you have a vote on this budget.
Yes, sir.
Any other discussion? All those in favor, raise your hand. All those opposed? Motion carries. We go to tab 53, other economic community development. Do I have a motion? Do I have a motion?
I don't know.
Leave that night? Oh, okay. Okay. Okay, I was gonna go up and run. I didn't wanna mess up and miss something.
There's nothing for us there, right?
Be nice if a lot of them was like that, wouldn't it? Tab 54, Veteran Services. Do I have a motion? Ms. Howell, do I have a second?
Second.
Second by Mr. Walker. Any questions? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Tab 55 is Employee Benefits. Do I have a motion?
So moved.
Motion by Mr. Horner. Do I have a second?
Second.
Who was the second? Mr. Walker. Any discussion? Ms. Howe?
It's, the majority of this budget is for our liability insurance and workers' comp. It just falls under this category.
Question.
Yes, Ms.
And you say liability, are we talking as far as, well, vehicles? We talking about errors and omissions? Exactly what are we talking about?
Yes, all of our annual premiums to Tennessee Risk Management Trust.
Thank you.
Anyone else? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Tab 56 is miscellaneous. Do I have a motion?
So moved.
Motion, Mr. Harville. Do I have a second?
Second.
Second by Mr. Horner. Any discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Tab 57. This is capital projects. This is roofing on the courthouse and striping the parking lot. Do I have a motion?
So moved.
Have a motion by Ms. Ahern. Do I have a second?
Second.
Second by Mr. Walker. Any discussion?
What was you
Mr. Harville?
say it's for, Rodney? Striping a parking lot?
It's roofing the courthouse, re-roofing the courthouse and striping the parking lot.
That's down. That's the piece back there falling apart. Yeah. The balcony.
Does that include?
That is correct.
Cover the balcony. It won't-
Excuse me?
It won't repair it, it'll just cover the roof on it, right? The balcony?
The balcony, no. No, it's the actual roof. We've had a cave-in back here, right here in this hallway, in the EMA office, this courthouse roof needs repaired.
Mr. Harville.
Go ahead.
Go ahead, Mr.
You've got you got two problems out there then. You had a grant for one and we gave it back.
No, sir. If you want to talk about the grant, I'd like to reiterate, we had a $500,000 grant for the portico, if that's what you're referring to. Is that what you're asking about, the front porch or the balcony? That was a matching grant. The bids came in for that at $1.2 million, and I didn't think that we needed to put $1.2 million to a portico investment. Talking with some contractors around and some other people, we as a county can take care of this for hopefully under $500,000. In essence, we saved money. We didn't just give money back. It was a $500,000 grant. It was going to cost us around $750,000 to do that grant. And I did not feel to move forward with that was prudent due to the cost doubling, more than doubling.
You rebid it, right?
No, sir, we did not rebid it at the time. The grant was it was a matching grant. You had to do it specifically on the historic side. We can do this without going through the historic grant and not change the integrity of that. The county will save money long term in doing it this way.
Okay, forget the grant.
Yes, sir.
So you got some people together and y'all decided you could do it cheaper than what that
The
grant was gonna be.
exactly.
Shouldn't that have been what it should have been happening to start with?
Well, sir, I when the grant was,
Big quote,
we put it aside, the grant aside. It was a $500,000 matching grant. In other words, we would have had to pay $500,000 plus their $500,000, and you would have had $1 million.
I understand that.
Okay.
And Mayor, with that grant, you had to put this, because it was historical, you had to use the same very type of wood that they used when they built it back then. So it's very expensive. Mr. Harville?
Got your total dollar figure on this roof and
It's 90,000 right now
90,000.
on an estimate. Yes, sir.
balcony and all?
No, sir, there's no balcony in this.
Just a roof.
This is a roof we're talking about.
Mr. Harville?
My question is, on tab 57, are we doing these in chunks separate here, or are we doing the whole tab, or
Each line.
each line? Okay, thank you.
I got one question.
Yes.
On the line 799, I had made note that's the library roof and the sewer line there. So it's also on the nonprofits, is that right? Is that part of, we're just taking it from one to there?
Pardon, no.
Okay. That's what I'm making, okay.
Miss Amanda,
You're voting on line 707 only.
may I ask a question before we do that? She mentioned the library. So do we split that with the city, or are we just?
We'll get to that, Ms. Green.
Okay,
That's-
thank you,
We've
sir.
got this on the.
Thank you, sir.
We've got a first and a second. Is there any other discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Tab 57, this will be for the HVAC units of $40,000, would be line 712. Do I have a motion?
So moved.
Motion by Mr. Horner. Do I have a second? Second by Ms. Howe. Any discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Item. Is that the library? Okay. We're gonna pull line item, 799 out, and we'll address that. in the-
$7.99, the library.
Yes, Ms. Howe.
Yes, ma'am. This body will continue to use this, and it is still a chancery courtroom.
Okay, we'll go to tab 57C. It'll be line item. Which line is it on?
We don't have the 57C, we have 52.
Line 718. This is for the Hammond County Sheriff's Department, 3 vehicles. Do I have a motion?
Motion.
We have a motion by Mr. Walker. Do I have a second?
Second.
Second by Mr. Reed. Any discussion? Ms. Howe?
Replacing the ones that's costing us a lot of money in repairs, that would be on patrol.
He's on 718.
During the summer, yes, ma'am, they're working patrol.
Mr. Mayor? Yes. Can these funds be taken out of the fund balance?
Yes, any capital project can be used from fund balance. That is correct.
Any other questions?
Mr. Chairman,
Yes.
do we have to make a motion to take it out of fund balance?
When we get to the end of the budget deliberations, we can inform you where that's going to come from, or you can make that motion, I suppose, at this moment. You could. I recommend going through the budget, and at the end of the day, when all deliberations are done, we can bring back a report to you of different ways maybe to look at things. So, but true capital improvements, capital projects can be used out of our fund balance.
Any other questions? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. How many more we got here? All right, let's go to tab 59, Sanitation Fund 116. Do I have a motion?
So moved.
Motion by Mr. Horner. Do I have a second?
Second.
Second by Mr. Walker. Any discussion? Any questions? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. tab 60. Yeah, I'm sorry. Ms. Howe, I think you have a presentation you want to give on the sanitation. Can you pull your mic down a little bit?
Yes, sir. So, anyway, I went there upon a recommendation, and so there it is, and it's, you know how when you're on 11E and you're making that turn and there's, anyway, that's where it is as you're going on 11E near Carter School. So, next one. Okay. And so those are the hours. Oh my heavens, it looks like 6 p.m. That's a bonus. And so Knox County Recycling Household Waste. And when I went there, what was stunning for me, now the most responsibility I have to have is get it from the house to the end of the drive and make sure my handles are turned right. Here, the citizens take care of their garbage. Okay, you can go to the next one. And it's not gravel and it's not asphalt, it's pavers. This is their convenience center. And everybody, you come in where that blue sign was, you veer a little to the right, and oh my golly, it's all laid out how you're supposed to go through it. Okay, thank you. The next one. And there's everybody's got their truck, and they come up next to the big bin, and I mean, it just goes like this, and you put your garbage in. Now, you do have to go over there and press a button, and it compresses it, and there is no, that's not the picture. There's a building there where someone is there during all those hours. Next one. So there you go. There's recycling and trash. Next one. Well, yeah, I was real impressed with the paving. Okay. And there they are. So everybody just, they come in, and then they're pointing their vehicles toward the exit, but there's something else I want, yes, okay, next one. Oh, yeah, there's the button. Okay, next one. And then they just put it in and press the button and it compresses. Next one. So, you don't have to wait till you have 50 million tires. If you've got one, you bring it there and that's where it is. Next one. And this is where your I don't know, appliances, your metal. So the citizens are responsible for their garbage and their bulk waste. Let's hold on to that thought. And their bulk waste. I can't remember how many more after that. It was very streamlined. So in the cardboard part, you're not gonna, and you can see what is accepted, what isn't. But they had the paint and the oil and the tires and the bulk waste. And we could have that too. And that would make our citizens responsible instead of putting it out on somebody else's yard or somebody else's property. Like I was following Bill, he had a piece of equipment, so I had to stay real close to the equipment while we were going down the road, and the tractor was moving rather slowly, and I noticed a guy take his bulk waste and put it on Panther Creek Road, not in front of a house. It was just an empty, and I thought, that's not his property, that's not, and I thought, how do we stop that? Right there. And if we got a letter that said, Oh, I noticed there's some bulk waste at your house, Miss Howell. Now, if you don't move it in 10 days, you're gonna get a fine of $1,000. Well, Peggy Howell would jump up and get that truck and load it up and be out of there. And this is what they get to do with it in their convenience center. Now, the question may come up, what about our guys who pick up the garbage? There are people there who have to work, who have to pick those tires up, who have to pick up that bulk waste and get it to their landfill and their area. So I don't see it as a job loss. I look at it as we talked about the other day, or the last couple of meetings, that we enable our citizens to put it out there and then call and say, oh my golly, no, you should see the trash on the road that hadn't been picked up. These folks know exactly where it goes and who's responsible. And I think that's something we should look at in the future. Thank you.
We actually
Mr.
visited this,
Yeah.
this place, three or 4 years ago.
And they have smaller ones that are gravel and not so neat, but the point is, it's the citizen who is responsible. And I remember being in that garbage truck, and here was the driver, and here I was, and the rider, until he got to where he started, okay. And he said to me, he said, I have 2 jobs. I need to pick up every can that's correctly out there and get this driver home safely. And that's what makes me appreciate the one arm, because that arm does not require those 6 lines that say Medicare, longevity, all that. And I just think it's something that is in our future. I hope so. Thank you.
Too would have to educate, because they've never had, like we've picked it up for years. It's hard to, nobody's ever picked theirs up in the county, so they've always had to take it.
And I understand that, and that would be tough. Now, Jefferson's a huge county. Just imagine the amount of trucks and whatever they would need. And, but what if we just had one that had recycling? Well, maybe it was when you, Mr. Long, mentioned to me about the 3 trucks that come by, the garbage truck, the brush truck, and the recycle truck are on my road every day. Or for, most of us, every other week. That is a lot of heavy traffic on every road in Hamlin County. And this could eliminate some of that. Because the taxpayers are taking care of our roads. There's money set aside for those roads. Anyway, thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Howell. That's good information to have. Let's move to tab 60.
Did you say tab 60?
Did we vote on what?
I think we did 59. It passed.
Tab 60 is the Drug Control Fund. Do I have a motion?
So moved.
Motion by Mr. Harville. Do I have a second?
Second.
Second by Mr. Horner. Any discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Tab 61 is Highway Fund 131. Ms. Hale, can you?
So
In the packet that was there on your desk when we started, this was the last tab that needed a replacement. So tab 61 for Highway Fund 131. And the only thing changed, I highlighted, the investment income. I increased it from what was originally in the budget for this coming year, 110 to 120,000. And that's to meet the 5-year average that the state requires in the highway fund. So just an increase of investment income or interest.
Do I have a motion?
So moved.
Motion by Mrs. Ahern. Do I have a second?
Second.
Second by Mr. Carden. Any other discussion? Ms. Green?
Just a quick question. Does this include, if I remember correctly, they were gonna ask for some more additional, what I call one-armed bandits. Does this include an increase for that?
It did over in sanitation. I think what we're on now is highway, and there is there capital, there's 2 trucks for highway department in the highways budget.
Okay, thank you.
Any other questions?
Otherwise, on the highway.
All those in favor say aye. Opposed?
Abstain with cause.
Motion carries. Tab 62 is the debt service fund 151. Do I have a motion?
So moved.
Motion by Mr. Horner. Do I have a second?
Second.
Second by Mr. Harville. Any discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Tab 63 is the Special Debt Service Fund. Do I have a motion?
Motion.
Motion by Mr. Walker. Do I have a second? Second by Mrs. Howe. Any discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Tab 64 is highway capital projects. Do I have a motion?
Motion to approve.
Motion by Mr. Harville. Do I have a second?
Second.
Second by Mrs. Ahern. Any discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. We're going to move now to item 4G. That will be the budget for the Hamilton County Department of Education. Do I have a motion?
What tab? Oh, okay.
Can't. Do I have a motion?
Motion to approve.
Motion by Mr. Harville. Do I have a second?
I'll second that.
Second by Mr. Carden. Any discussion?
You're on 4G, correct, sir?
What?
4G?
4G,
Okay.
Hammond County School Budget. Yes, Mr. Neesmith?
How much has the budget gone up, Amanda, from, last year to this year on school? I don't have a figure here.
Yeah, that was in the book that you'd gotten when they delivered it that evening. I don't have that number in front of me either, but they had a separate budget binder that their school board passed and sent to us. And if you recall, Superintendent Bunch came later. There was one item that did not come, and they ratified that additional part of that budget.
So we don't have a number?
Yes, sir, we do have a number. I don't have it with me. It was in the book that you received from them that you didn't bring with you. And
We're trying to find it right here, Wayne, just, hold up.
It should be on here.
Ms. Howe has one. Actually, I didn't think we were going to get this far tonight, Chairman.
We're gonna do this one and
Okay.
call it.
I did not bring it, I didn't think we would, my apologies.
Means you're human.
Not from us.
They told us it was 100.
Mr. Neesmith, the proposed budget's $145,611.
Million.
45 million, excuse me. 145, 611, 723.30. And they asked for no increase from us. No increase from us as a commission. We've already got a first and a second.
Yeah, you may.
I had to
So-
know what those numbers, I had to
Okay.
know.
Is there any other discussion?
Question, good answer.
All those in favor say aye.
Yes.
Let's do a roll call on this one, please.
Abstain due to cause.
Yes.
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 Abstain with cause.
Staying with cause.
Yes.
Abstain with call.
Yes. Yes.
Due to the numbers of abstentions, you may want to set this one aside. We've got 2 members out tonight. The motion fails. The motion fails to pass this budget with that lack of a majority. And therefore, you may want to set this one aside until a later date.
Second it.
Got a first and a second to set it aside.
And, you know, just to reiterate what was stated, there is no increase. They're asking for no increase in us. It's basically a pass-through anyway. It's voted on by the school board. It's formality. It comes to this body. And therefore, I don't see us cutting this budget, is what I'm getting at. Therefore, because of lack of majority, I just set the vote aside and wait to another day.
Due to the time, I do not believe we need to get into nonprofits tonight and, or the cost of living, COLAs.
Did you pass that handout?
I'm sorry, we didn't vote for that, I'm sorry. All those in favor of setting this aside, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries.
No,
No.
we're setting aside 4G,
School budget.
school.
Okay, we do not have enough votes to say decide if they abstained, correct?
That is correct.
So,
Well, I don't know the legality of that one. That would be someone else. I don't know if they could vote to set it aside or not. The motion still fails either way.
okay,
So, I personally feel that they can vote to set that aside. Because they're not voting on the budget, they're voting to set the budget aside.
let's do a show of hands then again. All those in favor of setting it aside, raise your hands, please.
No, this is 4G, the school.
School system.
Sorry, Chairman.
Motion carries.
I know, it needs to be louder.
As I was saying, we don't have enough time tonight to get into nonprofits because that's going to take quite a while, or the COLA. Is there anything else, Ms. Hale, that you think?
You pick up on that Thursday?
Pick up Thursday, we'll start with the nonprofits.
Mr. Chairman,
Yes.
curiosity, I had sent Miss Amanda an email, and I'm just curious. If I understood what she told me about the deficit being $2 million, the second part of my question was that $509,000 that we're on the hook for over that lawsuit, is that figured into that? So if it goes to 1.1, it's not figured in either?
No, ma'am, if it were to go the 509 or the 1.1, either one of those that will come to this body at some point, that will come straight out of fund balance.
Okay, one more question before we get out of here. The opioid, will we go back after that money for the city? Will we be going back after that? I've seen some of the information, and I sat in on the lawsuit, as our mayor did as well. Are we going back after that money?
The money is there, ma'am, and it's no need for us to get that at the moment. That will be taken care of. Once the committee is reformed, we'll get taken care of. Even if we don't, there'll be a new understanding between us. I don't know where it goes from here, to be honest. Legally, and as far as I know, the money is still there. I've been told, and it's never moved.
Well, I was just curious. I looked through some of
It benefits me, no.
Sorry.
No. I'm just saying it's just pennies in the bank is all. And I don't see any problem right now as far as legally making a move.
Well, the paperwork I looked at for the lawsuit said that there was an email from Miss Woods, if I remember correctly, that if we would invoice them, they would send it to us. And I just figured it was money Hamlin County could use, Mr. Mayor.
Yes, ma'am, and there's some stipulations in what you just said, and as far as what the money needs, we have a fund balance in our opioid money, okay, in our opioid account. It's not like we actually need the money at this second. So I understand there's a lot of legal things here with the MOU, okay? That MOU is null and void at this point because there is no opioid abatement committee.
So we can't get it because there's no committee, sir?
Ma'am, I'm gonna have to refer you to our county
Okay.
attorney as far as these
I just wanted to
legal
make sure I
questions.
understood correctly.
Yeah.
Everyone remember Thursday night at 5 p.m. We are adjourned.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor.